Hi, it's Agnes, and I've got another viewer request today. It's from Elia1789, and I think a few of you in the thread have asked for this as well. So the question is, can you explain law of attraction, law of projection, law of assumption? Now, yes, I can. So I'm going to start with law of projection, okay? Because this is the one that it'll make sense after. So, law of projection. What you do is with your thoughts, with your feelings, and with your imaginal scenes, you project out what it is you desire. Okay? Now, sometimes you do it in the reverse and do it with negative law of projection. You start projecting your fears, your negative beliefs about yourself, about other people, and you create these miscreations, things you don't want. But everything that goes out from you has a vibrational frequency, and then it attracts and sticks to something of an equal vibrational frequency, which is a situation, a person doing something, a job, whatever it is. All your thoughts, feelings, and beliefs on every subject go out, projected from you through those things, your feelings, your thoughts, your beliefs, and it goes out on a daily basis. Okay? So you might not think about a job for quite a long time, but you might be worried about money. So therefore your job doesn't give you enough money, for example. So it doesn't have to be an exact thing. It could be just like that one, money and work are tied together, okay? So, now obviously we don't know exactly when that's going to happen. It could be a week, it could be a month, it could be 6 months, it could be a year. The more intense emotion you have about something, even positive or negative, that's the thing that gets pulled in most quickly. What you focus on the most with the most positive or negative emotion. It goes zzzt. Okay, now this is where the law of attraction comes in. You've done your projection, so the law of projection is you thinking, feeling, and believing, and that goes out. And then it gets photocopied, ka-chung, ka-chung. And then what happens is the law of attraction kicks in, and it gets attracted to you, okay? I think with all this kind of stuff on YouTube, law of attraction seems to be the umbrella that everybody comes in under. But there are many, many, many other laws. And love always, while I'm doing this YouTube, I know you did a little bit of looking into and research around the other laws. If you've got a link that people can share and then go and look at what you looked at, please share it here with us. Okay? So so the law of attraction is the photocopy of what you've projected out, and it comes back through attraction. You project out, then it is attracted back into you through your experiences with people, with money, with jobs, with family, with whatever. It comes in through the law of attraction, okay? Now, the law of assumption is one that Neville Goddard talks a lot about. The law of assumption. You assume something to be true, whether it is true or not, and it hardens into facts, as Neville says. Your assumption hardens into a fact, meaning it's a false assumption, meaning it doesn't exist, it's not true. You believe it to be true through the law of assumption. You assume it is happening, you believe it, you put your energy into it. Doesn't matter what's going on out there, you are committed to assuming that your desire is already happening, okay? So you assume it to be. You pretend it to be. You live in the wish fulfilled, you live in the end. Those are all different ways of saying the same thing, but it is the law of assumption, okay? So, and there is one more law, the law of detachment. So once you have assumed, we're going to use this as an example, you've assumed that you have your fantastic, amazing, let's say, holiday to the Maldives, and you are there living on the beach, assuming it's happening, having a fabulous time in your imaginal scenes before you go to bed. And then what you do is you go and apply the law of detachment, which means you don't go, oh, why isn't this coming? This is taking too long. How am I going to get there? Which is all attachment. And also it is, I can't be happy unless, okay, I get my thing. In this case, the trip to the Maldives. So what you do then is you apply the law of detachment, okay? So you detach from it, meaning you still have the desire, but you say to yourself, I can be happy in the meantime. I can be happy without it. That's how you detach, and then that's how you get closer to your thing, okay? And you collapse space and time. Now, I did do a collapsing space and time between you and your thing, whatever it is that you want to manifest. I'll put the link down below for those of you to revisit that. Okay, so law of projection, law of attraction, law of assumption, law of detachment. Now, there are more laws, and love always, if you put the link down below, that will help people that want to actually research it. And you can get online into Google and put in, the laws and see what comes up, because there is a lot of really good reading about that for those of you that are interested. Okay? Lots of love and a happy, happy, happy learning and applying.